Hey guys, it's Tyson. Welcome back. This week we're going to talk about clamshell lighting. Now last week we talked about the Lastolite Tri-Grip Reflector 8-in-1, which I have here, and as promised I'm going to show you the clamshell lighting technique this week. So I've got my studio manager, lovely model Danny right here, and she's going to assist us today. So let's talk really quickly about the gear that we're using. We have our Lastolite Tri-Grip 8-in-1 reflector. If you're not aware of this piece of equipment, go to last week's video, check it out. That will get you up to speed. This is an amazing piece of equipment. For its simplicity, it sure does help a lot, both in studio and on location. But the reason why we're here today is to talk about this lighting technique. So I have the Chrome MIDI Octa light box here. This is probably one of my most favorite lighting modifiers. In the studio, hands down. Because it is a little bit bigger, you definitely want to have somebody assisting you if you're outside on location with something like this, because they can go from a great lighting modifier to a wind sail or kite in a matter of moments, and I've experienced that before. So you need to be careful with big pieces of lighting equipment out in the field. So we have this attached to my Ranger RX battery pack. I love that. It's 1100 watts of pure raw lighting power from Chrome. And let's get started. So what we're going to do, and just this technique right here, because this lighting modifier, it has a giant reflector on the inside. In fact, I'll post a photo up here to show you what it looks like inside of this box. And it's great because it's throwing light in just about every direction that you can imagine here. So you might say, well, this is a little bit higher on your head, but we've got light coming all the way down here, and it's going to fill in all the way up. Most of it is going to be in this zone right here. And we still do get a little bit of shadow under the chin, under the nose, and I like to fill that in and soften this up as much as I can, especially for females for headshots. Number one, because it gives a very flattering look. Number two, it softens the skin so much that you almost don't even have to touch it in post-processing. So if you're using Lightroom or Photoshop or whatever photo editing software that you're using, this can save you a lot of time processing headshots, and I guarantee your clients are going to love it. So let's take our first shot here with Danny using just the MIDI Octa. Now I do have some studio lights in here as well, so it may play a little bit of an effect on this result, but I don't think it's going to change it very much. So I'm just going to stand right here at our soft box. Danny's going to look right at me here, and we're going to say 1, 2, 3. And that's a great headshot. That's a marketable headshot. You can use that all day long. All it takes to make that go from really good to spectacular is this modifier right here. Now, I'm going to use, and I typically use in the studio, this comes with the 2 covers that we talked about last week. So you have a total of 8 different sides. And I use the white and silver. It's striped white and silver. And I don't know if we can see in here, if you can see on camera, that may not show with this lighting, but maybe if we flip it this way, you can see how much this reflector, it's hard with these video lights right here. But trust me, when we shoot this with this MIDI Octa, it's going to make a big difference. Now, the look that we're going for right here, you can see that I want the reflector to be exactly offset from our softbox above. So it's going to have, what does that look like? Big Pac-Man, clam shape, clamshell. That's our clamshell technique right there. So our light's going to come down here. It's going to fill in Danny. We're going to have a little bit extra bounce off of the Tri-Grip reflector, up under her chin, up under her nose, fill in those shadow areas a little bit, and still give us great definition. The thing that I really like about this is going to be the catch lights. So really quick on catch lights. Typically speaking, and this is not just me, you can go on and it's going to be most photographers' opinions. With the catch light, we want it to be between the 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock position on the eyeball. That's what looks most natural because we're used to seeing reflection from the sun. So with lighting, as long as we are duplicating or simulating what the sun may naturally do, it's going to be more appealing to the eye. So keep that in mind. This gives a great, it just really makes the eyes pop. And Danny's have beautiful blue eyes, so wait until you see the results here. It's going to floor you. So I've got it on the pure silver. I like I said, to use the white and silver. So we're just going to go right here into portrait mode. And I'm going to say, Danny, you ready? Smile, 1, 2, 3. And it's amazing. The difference, it doesn't seem like much. And like I say, just this one, people will they'll be amazed and they'll love the shot. Add in something simple like this, and it doesn't even have to be this reflector. You can use a white fill card, you can use another reflector, a white poster board will work, and it will do just about as good as this will. The reason I really like this piece of equipment is because it has so many different uses. So check out those results. I'll post some more information about where you can find the equipment that we're using here on my website or maybe somewhere on this video. But until next week, when we talk about the beauty dish, and that's got to be one that you don't want to miss. We're talking about studio lighting modifiers, and we're just going to keep scaling it up with maybe complexity, the amount of lights that we use in different scenarios. And if you have questions, feel free to send us an email, info@tysonsugihara.com, or you can just send us a message right on the website. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter, and we'll see you next week.